lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm excited for this video because we're going to be talking about all the new makeup releases in the past week and my personal thoughts on them and my opinion. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first thing I want to talk about, I'm very excited about. This is from Divina Cosmetics, and they actually came out with their version of the Tarte Icy Beige palette, which was an April Fool's joke that everyone was upset about. I talked about it last week because it was so beautiful. So they very smartly made their own little palette out of shades that they have, and you can buy the whole bundle, I think, for $64. So it's really pretty. It tempted me, definitely. I was like, oh, I kind of want to buy it, but I decided not to because I have too many things that I'm trying to use up right now. But it is super beautiful, and if you like that palette, then there is another option. And I actually have that super bright blue shade, which is Candy. I have that one from Devinah, and it's really nice blue. So Kylie Cosmetics is finally showing us some sneak peeks with their collaboration with Kourtney Kardashian, and so far I don't know how I feel. The lipsticks don't really speak to me that much, but I am very intrigued on what the little like palettes, or they might be bronzers or blushes or highlights, I'm not really sure at the moment, but I am intrigued to see what they are. And I do really like Kourtney. I feel like she has such a dry sense of humor and I love it. So I'm excited to see more of what that would be. So this next product, I'm not sure how I feel completely. Nudestix is coming out with a tinted blur stick. It says it has creamy natural sheer coverage, and basically it's just supposed to be a primer. So there are 10 shades, and people I saw were getting really upset at the shade range. Because there's 4 shades for light skin tones, 4 shades for medium, and 2 shades for dark, which I agree. If you're going to take the time to do like a bunch of shades for every skin tone, you should definitely also do the 4 for dark. But at the same time, it is just a primer, so even if a primer doesn't match you perfectly, you're putting foundation over it. So I don't know, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. I have plenty of primers, like this one that I've been loving from Physicians Formula. It's a Spotlight primer, and it's just a little bit too dark. Like when I put it on my skin, you can definitely see it, but then I go in with my foundation and it's like, it looks fine. I'm not sure, because obviously I don't have dark skin, that if you put a lighter primer on, if afterwards your foundation won't cover it. I really don't know, but actually at the same time, I've seen people put on the Milk of Magnesia, which is like a complete white mask to control oil. So I don't know, I'm not mad at it because it's just a primer. If it was a foundation, I would totally understand. So next up, I'm excited about this launch from Makeup Geek. Finally some new stuff from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. We have been waiting. So these are the Power Pigments, and I kept seeing Marlena talk about them, and she was doing these little sneak peeks here and there, and I was kind of like, like Power Pigment. Like I kept thinking of pigment as in like a pigment in a bottle, but these are actually pressed eyeshadows, which I really appreciate, and they do look super beautiful. Just like a whole rainbow spectrum. So I'll definitely have to see more swatches and everything before I decide if I'm going to get any, but I really like the colors. I like that they're coming out with something new finally. Plus, you guys know I'm a WWE nerd, and they had Natalie, Eva Marie, all Red Everything, do a photo shoot with them. I'm like, they better put red on her eyes, even though she's no longer with the WWE. But anyways, I thought that was super cool. Like when I saw her on Marlena's Snapchat, I was excited about the collaboration. So next up are some really cool lipsticks. These are from the Incredible Cosmetics, and they're $10 each, available at Sephora, and I don't think it's something I would personally pick up because it's not something I'd wear, but these look amazing. Like they're neon, they show up in black light. Like if you are living your best life, partying, whatever, like I feel like those lipsticks would be pretty fun. I don't know, they're very different and unique, and they just look crazy. So for $10, I think, I don't know, I'm like kind of blown away by the swatches. I'm excited to see more colors, more reviews, all that stuff. So next, Tarte is coming out with some new glosses. I feel like everyone is releasing glosses at this point. Like, I think we all have realized that like the matte lip trend is kind of over, and we're here for glossy lips, which I really am liking glosses too at the moment. But I feel like it's almost overwhelming having every brand release like 15-20 shades of gloss. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know if anything I'm gonna pick any up. I mean, they look pretty, but it's like I already have ones on my list that I want to get from Dose of Colors. I already have one that I want to get from Urban Decay. Like my wish list is pretty full, so I don't know. But I do like packaging. So next up is a new product from Tatcha, and I'm intrigued by this as well, but it is the Pearl Tinted Eye Illuminating Treatment, and I feel like it wouldn't work for me. So you can use it on its own, like without any makeup on, and I guess it's just supposed to be an eye treatment, but it has that pigment in it, so you kind of get like the best of both worlds. Like if you're just, you know, around the house, mom life, just throw a little eye treatment on and get a little concealer. Like I think that sounds amazing. But there's only 3 shades, and I feel like if I see Tatcha starting to get more into like the makeup side, like they released some lip products and they released a primer, and now they've got these eye treatments which have color to them. So I feel like if you're gonna release something with color, 3 shades is not enough. Maybe like 5 or 6, but just 3 is, yeah. So next, Becca released another highlighter. This is the Dreamsicle Highlighter, and it is beautiful. I think the packaging is cool. It's very, very pretty. I'm wondering if it's actually, like, if it's limited edition or if it's just limited edition the way that Becca does. I will give it to them that they have so many highlighters in their line, and they keep coming out with more, and they're all pretty beautiful. I don't personally, except for Champagne Pop, own any from Becca because they break me out, but I feel like they've done a really good job at continuously releasing new colors that are new and different from what they have, but at the same time they're still wearable, and I still feel like a lot of people would wear them. So next up, Urban Decay released another palette. This is the Light Beam palette, and is it just me, or is like Urban Decay going crazy right now? Like, okay, they released the Naked Heat, and then the Naked Petite Heat, and then they did the whole collaboration with Kristen Leanne, I think her name was, and then they did the Beach palette. They've got the On the Run palette coming. They did the Back Talk palette, and now they've got the Light Beam palette, and that's like all in like less than a year. I feel like they need to slow it down on palettes. Like, this isn't even like, I don't know. This palette personally does not appeal to me at all, and it just does not look unique or different, and I just feel like they are releasing so much right now that maybe they should just sit back, relax, and like come up with something really cool. So next I have something I wanted to bring up. I kind of just wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts were on it. So Milk Makeup recently did some advertisements, and they said something's coming on 420, something dope is dropping 420, and like all the smoke and everything. And I know that Urban Decay has done this in the past, but I feel like whenever they make drug references, they're very like sly. Like, it's not something you like immediately think of and you're like, oh, that's like about drugs, because there's names that people have said like that it has a drug reference, and I had no clue. Like, I feel like it kind of just, it's not as obvious, but this I feel is very like, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're like pushing drugs on people, but I just don't get the culture, and I just feel like there's probably young girls and young boys on Trend Mood or on the Milk Makeup page looking at this and like seeing like, oh, drugs are cool. Like, maybe it's just me, and I mean, everyone has their own opinion on it, and I think that like weed can be great for people who have medical reasons for it, but also I've seen it turn people into idiots. So I don't know, I'm just not here for this whole campaign at all. I just don't like it. So next, I'm not sure if Too Faced has released these or if it's just a sneak peek or what, but they are releasing lips, and they're calling them Matte-talic. I just want to know how this works. How is a lipstick matte and metallic at the same time? Like, I don't get it, and I'm looking at like their pictures on the like little display, and they just look metallic. They don't look Matte-talic. Like, I feel like that is so gimmicky. Like, matte is like, means you don't have any shine, any shimmer. Like, matte is just flat. Metallic is like the exact opposite. Like, it's like extreme shimmeriness. I don't get it. So next I just have to say I just have to talk about the fact that Colourpop, their like boss lady, So next I just have to talk about the fact that Colourpop, their boss lady, her Instagram is @LaurenNelson. So next, Colourpop's, I'm not sure what she is exactly, what they call her, the boss lady. Her Instagram is at @LaurenNelson_SB, and she recently did a poll on her Instagram like stories of saying like, let's make a palette together, and I believe it was for Colourpop's birthday. And they went through and showed the shades, and you got to choose which one you like more. But seriously, every time I went through, I was like looking for like cool, unique shades that I haven't been seen before. Like that's what I was voting for. And every time I would vote, and I'd be on the losing side. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why do you want the same? Why does everyone want the same thing that they already have? Like, I just don't get it. But these are the shades here, and overall, I just think it's kind of a boring palette. Like just the entire color scheme. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe if it's like a free gift. But yeah. Next, I just have to give a shout out to Nars, because this new collection is literally so stunning. Like this packaging, like the solid white and like floral, and just, it's so pretty. It makes my heart hurt that they're not cruelty free, but at the same time, like I look at it, I'm like, that's pretty, but I don't actually like fully look into the collection because I'm like not gonna buy it. So it makes being like going cruelty free makes not buying certain things so much easier. Like I don't even think about it now. Like I'm not like sitting here tempted. So last but not least, I wanted to talk about the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary collection, and at this point you can basically see what everything is. The palette, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get or not. I still haven't decided. I want to see swatches, I want to see more pictures. The eyeliner looks the same. I'm boycotting liquid eyeliner. I'm on the gel liner train, so no for that. The lipstick, I love that packaging, but it's just not personally a color that appeals to me. It's a super pretty, looks like a pinky red shade, which I do like, but whenever I wear a bold lipstick, I always do a liquid lipstick formula, because then it doesn't move, it doesn't get everywhere, and yeah. And then there is, I think, one of those like, I think that's her liquid metallic lipstick. It's like a gold shade, which I'm not into metallic lipsticks. And then last but not least, she showed the Metal Crush highlighter, which looks beautiful. It looks like a white with like a gold shift to it. So I'm really excited about it. I think the packaging is beautiful. So I feel like out of the entire collection, what I'm looking forward to most is the highlighter one and possibly the palette. So that is everything for this week's new makeup releases so far. By the time this video goes up, there's already like 8 more things to talk about. But that is just the industry. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment down below about everything I talked about and your opinions. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking and what you want to pick up. And, you know, I just love to hear what you guys have to say. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.